My pen glides over divorce papers, steady, sure. In our Nashville home office, I sign away 15 years of marriage. Across town, James posts on Facebook, living my best life with my soulmate #new chapter. He's at May and Lauren, the restaurant where he proposed, wearing the Rolex I gave him. He thinks I'm clueless, the pretty wife who got lucky. He's wrong. Before I was Mrs. Wilson, I was Catherine Harper, Morton Financial's youngest partner at 28. I built fortunes, traced hidden accounts, outsmarted men like James. He forgot that. He thought his offshore accounts, funneled through Sarah's fake consulting firm, were safe. I've known for months, every lie, every charge, every late-night meeting. I didn't cry or scream. I planned. My phone buzzes. James texts, "Hey beautiful, late meeting, love you." I smirk, saving it. It matches a $500 hotel charge and Sarah's Instagram post, flaunting a spontaneous necklace. I've tracked it all, 6 months of betrayal, documented, cross-referenced. Linda, my lawyer, watches me. Sure about the timing, Catherine? I show her James's post, champagne glasses clinking. Perfect, I say, signing again. I remember our early days. I loved James's charm, his ambition. I left Morton to support his firm, became the wife he wanted, polished, quiet. He grew careless, cocky, thinking I'd never notice his affair. But I'm not just a wife. I'm the woman who taught him about offshore banking, who structured his first big deal. He underestimated me. Big mistake. Another notification, Sarah's Instagram story, a Cartier bracelet tagged from my love. I screenshot it, noting the withdrawal from our joint savings. Monday, the forensic team will tear into his accounts. They'll find the $3 million he siphoned through Sarah's consulting firm, where she's co-owner despite no experience. My evidence is airtight, emails, receipts, timestamps. James thinks he's winning, toasting his new life. He doesn't know I own the Tesla he sleeps in, the house he brags about, the company he runs. Every asset has my name, thanks to papers he signed without reading. His world is mine to dismantle. I close my laptop, the room quiet except for the hum of my printer, spitting out more evidence. Linda gathers the papers. This triggers everything, audits, freezes, investigations. I nod, calm. Good. James's post glows on my phone, his smile smug. By Monday, he'll be sleeping in that Tesla, no champagne, no soulmate. I'm not just ending a marriage. I'm reclaiming my power, piece by piece. He thought he could rewrite our story. He forgot I hold the pen. In Linda's office, papers stack high, bank statements, emails, screenshots. Sunlight slants through Nashville's skyline, but I'm focused. My pen dances across documents, freezing joint accounts, triggering audits. Linda flips through my evidence folder, eyes wide. Catherine, this is surgical. I smile, cold. 6 months of late nights. James's texts glow on my phone, big client meeting, don't wait up. I show Linda the matching hotel charge, Sarah's Instagram post with a new ring. Every lie, documented, I say. She shakes her head. Why not confront him? I lean back. Confronting's messy. This is clean. My evidence is a web, his fake consulting firm, offshore transfers, Sarah's salary. All traceable, all damning. Linda points to a paper. This starts the corporate audit. No turning back. I sign, unflinching. I think of this morning, James kissing my cheek, promising a Bali trip. I'd already found his real Bali booking, for him and Sarah, at our honeymoon resort. My heart stung, but my mind stayed sharp. I followed the money, like I did at Morton Financial. Another notification, Sarah's Instagram story, a diamond bracelet, captioned my love. It matches a $10,000 withdrawal from our savings. I save it, add it to my folder. Forensic team's ready, Linda says. They'll find his embezzlement by noon Monday. I nod, pulling up a spreadsheet. Here's his shell company, registered under our dead dog's name. Amateur. Linda laughs, nervous. You're scary. I shrug. He made it easy. James thought I was too busy being his perfect wife to notice. Wrong. I've tracked every business trip, every client dinner. Sarah's posts gave me dates, his corporate card gave me proof. Together, they built my case. My phone buzzes, our friends group chat. James declines a dinner invite, out of town, business. I smirk. I've seen his Cabo tickets, first class, for him and Sarah. Charged to his soon-to-be frozen corporate card. Last paper, Linda says, sliding it over. It launches the full investigation, personal and corporate accounts. My pen flows, anger in every stroke. I stand, smoothing my dress, the one James bought, guilt-fueled, last month. He's live on Facebook, I say, showing Linda. James, at a client meeting, toasts with Sarah. Let them celebrate, I say. Monday, they'll crash. Linda nods, impressed. I've never seen a divorce this planned. I grab my bag. I'm done being underestimated. Outside, Nashville hums, unaware of the storm I've unleashed. James thinks he's free, posting his new chapter. He doesn't know I've rewritten the ending. By Monday, his accounts, his firm, his Tesla, all gone. I'm not just a scorned wife. I'm Catherine Harper, and I'm taking back everything he thought was his. Sunday morning, our kitchen smells of coffee and croissants. I play the perfect wife, sliding James his favorite breakfast. He's hungover, eyes red from last night's client meeting. I smile, sweet, hiding the transfers I made at 2 a.m., $2.3 million to my secure account, money I earned before we met. He kisses my cheek, reeking of whiskey and guilt. You're too good, babe. I remember our early marriage. I left Morton Financial, my career, to build his firm. I loved him, believed in us. He promised we'd conquer the world. Now, he's conquering hotels with Sarah, thinking I'm blind. Early meeting? I ask, innocent. He checks his phone, Sarah's text flashing. Yeah, Thompson deal's rough. Lie. Thompson Industries hasn't worked with him in a year. I sip coffee, watching him lie. Last night, I called Mark, my old Morton colleague, now forensic accounting head. He laughed when I showed James's cloud drive, shell companies, fake invoices, all sloppy. Amateur, Mark said. I nod, snapping a photo of James's phone screen in the window's reflection. Sarah's lunch plans glow clear. Don't work too hard, I say, squeezing his shoulder. He grins, oblivious. I think of our first year, how I taught him finance, structured his deals. He called me his secret weapon. Now, I'm his downfall. His phone buzzes, Sarah's morning text. He types fast, thinking I don't see. I do. I always have. He leaves, whistling, briefcase in hand. I transform the kitchen into my war room. Spreadsheets replace placemats, bank records cover the counter. Rachel, my lawyer friend, arrives, eyes wide. He hid a Cayman company under your dog's name? I laugh, cold. He thought he was clever. Every business dinner with Sarah, $300 wines, charged as expenses, sits in my files. Rachel holds up a receipt. This matches Sarah's dress post. I nod, adding it to my timeline. He's careless now. My phone pings, James's group chat excuse, Beijing account crisis. Another lie. Beijing's been closed months. I text back, supportive, while transferring another $500,000 to my account. He'll never know. I think of our vow renewal, 5 years ago, on this table. I believed him then. Now, I believe in me. Rachel sorts papers. SEC's ready tomorrow, she says. I nod, calm. James thinks he's golfing with Sarah, planning their new life. He doesn't know I'm planning his end. The kitchen clock ticks, counting down. By Monday, his world collapses. I'll be here, coffee in hand, watching it burn, the wife he underestimated, ready to rise. Sunday afternoon, our home office is a battlefield. Spreadsheets cover walls, laptops hum, papers pile high. Linda and Rachel sit among evidence, bank statements, emails, Sarah's Instagram posts. I'm at the center, orchestrating. This, I say, pointing to a Cayman account, is James's shell company. Registered under our dead dog, Max. Rachel laughs. He's an idiot. Linda holds up a receipt. $10,000 for Sarah's bracelet, charged as consulting fees. I nod, adding it to my flowchart, red lines for hotel charges, blue for offshore transfers, green for lies. Every move James made, I tracked. Forensic team starts Monday, Linda says. They'll find his $3 million embezzlement. I smile. They'll find more. Rachel sorts invoices. Sarah's firm billed before it existed. How'd he think this'd work? I shrug. He thought I wouldn't look. James saw me as a trophy wife, not the financier who taught him offshore tricks. Big mistake. My phone pings, Sarah's Instagram, champagne at a rooftop bar. I screenshot it, matching it to a corporate card charge. SEC set, Rachel says. Diana's audit hits an hour after the divorce filing. I nod, signing another paper. Tomorrow, 9 a.m., accounts freeze, audits start, James's firm crumbles. Linda frowns. This is ruthless, Catherine. I meet her eyes. He cheated, stole, lied. This is justice. She nods, silent. I think of James's smirk at our last party, arm around Sarah, thinking I was clueless. I played along, smiling, while saving his texts, her posts. Now, my war room holds his downfall. Look, Rachel says, showing Sarah's story, address, captioned my love. Matches a $2,000 charge. Sloppy, I say, filing it. My phone buzzes, James's check-in call. Hey, honey, I say, cheerful. Golf good? He lies about the back nine, glasses clinking. I put him on speaker, Rachel rolling her eyes. Miss you, he says. I smile. Miss you too. I hang up, adding the call to my evidence. Emergency meeting next, I predict. Rachel sorts more papers. You're scary, she says, half joking. I laugh, cold. I'm thorough. I remember nights alone, James working late, me tracing his lies. Every betrayal fueled this plan. Linda checks her watch. Court's open in 12 hours. I nod, calm. The war room hums, my chessboard set. James thinks he's winning, toasting Sarah. Tomorrow, he loses everything. I stand, stretching. The office smells of coffee and ink, a battlefield ready. James's lies are my weapons, turned against him. I'm not just a wife scorned, I'm Catherine Harper, financier, strategist, queen. He underestimated me, and now his empire falls. The clock ticks, Nashville sleeps, but I'm wide awake, ready for Monday's checkmate. Sunday night, my home office glows with screens, bank transfers, security feeds, evidence folders. I initiate the last transfer, $1 million to my account, money I earned pre-marriage. James and Sarah's Instagram stories play, champagne, her new dress, tagged living my best life. I screenshot, matching it to a corporate card charge. Sloppy. Linda's on speaker. Everything set, filings, freezes, SEC audit. I nod, signing the final paper. Rachel sorts emails, James's fake consulting invoices, Sarah's salary for nothing. He's live, Rachel says, showing James's Facebook. He's at a client meeting, toasting Sarah. I smile. Let them celebrate. My phone buzzes, James's call. Hey, honey, I say, sweet. How's work? He lies about contracts, laughter in the background. I watch him on his office feed, Sarah on his desk. Love you, he says. Love you too, I reply, saving the call. Emergency meeting next, I tell Rachel. She nods, impressed. I pull up my flowchart, every lie connected, hotel charges, offshore accounts, Sarah's firm. I predicted his moves for months. 50 minutes later, his text comes, babe, urgent contracts, late night. I reply, supportive, while freezing another account. He thinks he's safe, planning a Cabo trip with Sarah. He's not. I think of our honeymoon, Bali's beaches, his promises. Now, he's booked the same resort with her. The betrayal stings, but I channel it. I'm not the wife he mocked, I'm Catherine Harper, who outsmarted Wall Street at 25. His lies are my leverage, his empire my chessboard. Rachel shows Sarah's story, a hotel suite, captioned forever. I laugh, cold. Forever short. The receipt matches a $5,000 charge, labeled business. Monday, the SEC will tear it apart. Linda checks her watch. 9 hours till filing. I nod, calm. The office hums, screens alive with James's downfall. I sip wine, the bottle James bought, guilt-fueled. His lies pile up, texts, posts, charges. I've catalogued them all, a spider weaving a web. He's the fly, caught, clueless. I watch his feed, him laughing, Sarah sparkling. They think they've won. Tomorrow, they crash, and I'll watch, wine in hand. The clock ticks, Nashville's skyline dark outside. I'm ready. James thinks he's rewriting our story, but I've edited the ending. His Tesla, his firm, his new life, all mine to take. I close my laptop, the room quiet. The countdown's on, and I'm not just ending a marriage. I'm claiming my power, my way, my victory. Monday morning, Linda's office buzzes. Screens show court filings, bank alerts, security feeds from James's firm. At 9 a.m., divorce papers hit the system. At 9:05, accounts freeze, personal, corporate, offshore. At 9:06, the SEC audit notice lands. I sip coffee, watching James's world unravel on his office camera. He's whistling, Sarah on his desk, kissing, celebrating their new chapter. His phone buzzes, bank alerts. His assistant rushes in, panicked. Accounts frozen. James shouts, check again. Sarah's smile fades. I smile, calm. Every move is mine. My phone rings, James. Honey, something's wrong with our accounts, he says, voice tight. Oh? I say, innocent. Let me check. I watch him on the feed, sweating, scrolling his phone. It's serious, he says. Some investigation. I hum, sounds bad. He pauses. About dinner, I cut in, soft. The engagement announcement? With my grandmother's ring? Silence. His face drains, feed showing him slump. How long have you known, he whispers. Long enough, I say. The fake firm, the offshore accounts, Sarah's consulting. All documented. He stammers, I can explain, I laugh. Explain to the SEC. They're in your conference room. The feed shows investigators boxing files. Sarah's escorted out, pale, questioned about her expertise. You did this, James chokes. The freezes, the audit, I nod, though he can't see. You used our dog's name for passwords, James. Sloppy. Notifications flood my screen, clients pulling accounts, board calling emergency meetings. His corporate card declines for lunch. His assistant quits, hired by my contact at a rival firm. Sarah's phone buzzes, her account's frozen, too. She sobs, James, what's happening? He's silent, staring at his useless screen. I sip coffee, the Valentino suit I wore, his favorite, feeling like armor. You destroyed everything, he says. No, I reply. You did. I'm just collecting the pieces. The feed shows chaos, SEC boxing computers, James pacing, Sarah gone. My phone pings, Linda, phase 2 ready. I text back, go. More alerts hit, his safety deposit box, emptied, offshore accounts, locked. James tries his lawyer, *. James calls again, desperate. What do you want? I smile. To watch you lose everything. I hang up, watching the feed, his badge deactivated, parking pass gone. By noon, his empire's crumbling, and I'm just getting started. Monday afternoon, Wilson Financial's boardroom is tense. I walk in, black Chanel dress, pearls gleaming, James's gifts, now my armor. James sits, tie loose, face gray. Sarah's at the far end, in a plain suit, eyes red from SEC questions. The chairman greets me, Mrs. Wilson, thank you for taking emergency control. James's head snaps up. What? I sit in his chair, calm. Check the shareholding structure, honey. You signed control to me last year. His eyes widen, flipping through papers, his signature, my name. He never read them. The board watches, silent. I address them, James's fraud, $3 million embezzled through a fake firm, ends now. I'll rebuild trust, stabilize the stock. James stammers, this is my company. I smile. Was. The SEC's in your office. Clients are gone. Your cards declined. Sarah tries to leave. Stay, Miss Mitchell, I say, cool. The SEC has questions about your consulting. She freezes, pale. The board reviews my evidence, shell companies, fake invoices, offshore accounts. Gasps ripple. I slide a document to James. Your family trust. Your mother's removing you as beneficiary. He opens it, hands shaking. His safety net, gone. Police are outside, I add. Creative accounting questions. His face collapses. The board votes, James is suspended, I'm CEO. Security enters. Sir, you need to leave. Sarah's escorted out, sobbing. James follows, head down, past reporters. I stay, outlining my plan, new leadership, transparency, growth. The board nods, impressed. Remarkable, the chairman says. I nod, calm. James thought he owned this. Wrong. Every asset, house, cars, firm, has my name, thanks to his careless signatures. I think of our first deal, how I guided him. He forgot who I was. Now, he's learning. The boardroom empties, but I linger, looking at Nashville's skyline. This isn't revenge, it's justice. James and Sarah thought they'd rewrite my story. They didn't know I'd burn their pages first. My phone pings, Linda, phase 3 ready. I smile. The trust fund's just the start. The room's quiet, my empire now. James's chair fits me perfectly. I'm not the wife he mocked, I'm Catherine Harper, and I've only begun. Tomorrow, his family's trust, his last hope, vanishes. I stand, smoothing my dress. The boardroom's mine, and so is the future. James underestimated me. He'll never make that mistake again. Tuesday morning, I sip champagne in the Four Seasons presidential suite, James's booking, now mine. Manhattan sparkles below, my new home. Linda enters, papers in hand. James's family trust is done. His mother's lawyers cut him off. I smile, remembering his smug old money boasts. He siphoned millions through Sarah's firm, thinking they'd never notice. They did, thanks to my report. My phone buzzes, his mother, thank you for saving our wealth. I reply, polite. She never liked me, but now I'm her hero. The security feed shows James, unshaven, at the hotel lobby. My wife's in my suite, he shouts. I text the desk, escort him out. He's gone in minutes, reporters swarming. Linda shows me headlines, Wilson Financial fraud exposed. Sarah's interview claims she was manipulated. I laugh. I fed her those emails, turning her into a whistleblower to save herself. She's still facing charges. James's plea deal is coming, guilty, no contest. His firm's stock, under my lead, is climbing. I think of his mother's call yesterday, stunned by my evidence, fake invoices, offshore accounts. He disgraced us, she said. I stayed calm, but inside, I savored it. James thought his trust was untouchable. Wrong. Every asset, every lie, I uncovered. He's got nothing now, not even the Tesla I paid for. Rachel texts, board meeting in an hour. Shareholders love you. I nod, slipping into a navy suit. The feed shows James's house, our house, locked, my name on the deed. He tried 3 hotels last night, cards declined. He's sleeping in that Tesla, just as I planned. Poetic. A commotion outside, James, back, begging to see me. Security blocks him. I watch, sipping champagne. His empire's gone, firm, trust, reputation. Sarah's packing, her love story over. I gave them one last night to celebrate, knowing it'd crash. It did, perfectly. Linda hands me trust documents. His family's grateful. You saved 3 generations of wealth. I sign, calm. James's sister texts, he never deserved you. I don't reply. I'm done with them. The suite's quiet, Manhattan alive below. This isn't revenge, it's justice, served cold, my way. I stand, glass in hand. James thought he'd write a new chapter with Sarah. I wrote the ending. His mother's trust, his last hope, is mine to protect now. The 4 Seasons feels like home, but I'm moving on, penthouse, new life, my rules. James underestimated me. He's learning now, and it's costing him everything. 1 month later, my Manhattan penthouse glows with city lights. The Wall Street Journal sits on my desk, Wilson Financial rebounds under new leadership. Stocks up 15%, thanks to me. I sip coffee, scanning headlines. James pleaded guilty to fraud, facing years in prison. Sarah's plea deal sank him deeper, her evidence, my emails, sealing his fate. Linda enters, papers ready. Divorce finalized, 4:32 p.m. I sign with James's old Mont Blanc pen, a final jab. Rachel shows me Sarah's latest interview, from her parents' New Jersey home. He lied to me, she cries. I smile. She played victim, but she's still charged. Smart, but not smart enough. My phone buzzes, James's letter, mailed from jail. Dear Catherine, I understand what I lost. I toss it, unopened. Too late. His sister texts, you saved our legacy. I ignore it. The penthouse is quiet, my empire now. Forbes wants an interview, women in finance. I say yes, ready to tell my story. I think of James's first post, so proud, so blind. He thought he'd win with Sarah. I dismantled his world, firm, trust, Tesla. Every lie, every charge, I traced. He forgot who I was, Catherine Harper, not his trophy. Now, he's learning, and I'm thriving. The stock's climbing, clients returning, board loyal. Rachel raises a glass. To justice. I shake my head, smiling. To underestimating me. We laugh, the city sparkling. James's firm is mine, stronger than ever. His mother called, grateful for the trust. I saved their wealth, not his. Sarah's interview fades, another failed chapter. My assistant brings news, stock up again. I nod, planning tomorrow's board meeting. The penthouse feels right, my space. I kept my wedding ring, not for love, but as a reminder, never be underestimated. James thought he'd break me. Instead, I broke his world, brick by brick. Linda shows me the final trust document. His family's secure, thanks to you. I nod, calm. James's empire is dust, mine's rising. Sarah's story collapsed, her love a lie. I sip coffee, savoring the quiet. This isn't revenge, it's power, reclaimed. James wrote his end. I'm writing my beginning. I stand, looking at Manhattan. The city's mine, like the firm, the trust, the future. James saw a trophy, I was the hunter. His letter sits in the trash, his pleas ignored. I'm Catherine, unstoppable, and this is just the start. The skyline glows, promising everything, and I'm ready to take it. My penthouse office overlooks Manhattan, a sea of lights. Wilson Financial stock soars, my restructuring plan a hit. The Wall Street Journal calls me the phoenix of finance, rising from James's fraud. I sip champagne, the kind he bought Sarah, and smile. My story's just beginning, and I'm holding the pen. Linda enters. Name change papers ready. Back to Harper? I pause, looking at the city. No. Let him see Wilson on every headline. His name, my triumph. Forbes's interview is tomorrow, Women in Finance. I'll tell the world who I am, Catherine Harper Wilson, financier, strategist, queen. Rachel texts, media loves you. Next move? I reply, everything. The board meeting's tomorrow, new deals lined up. Clients trust me, stocks climbing, the firm's stronger than ever. James's fraud, $3 million stolen, is history. I rebuilt it, better, mine. His guilty plea fades, my success shines. I think of his first post, so smug, with Sarah. He thought he'd rewrite our life. I burned his script. Every lie, offshore accounts, fake firms, I exposed. His Tesla, house, trust, all mine, thanks to his careless signatures. He saw a trophy wife. I was the architect of his fall. My phone buzzes, his sister, he never deserved you. I don't reply. The trust is safe, his family grateful. Sarah's interviews flop, her victim act crumbling. I fed her the evidence, turned her against him. She's charged, he's jailed, and I'm free. The penthouse hums, my empire alive. I kept the ring, a reminder, never be underestimated. James thought he'd win. I dismantled his world, step by step. The firm's my legacy now, not his. I stand, glass raised to the skyline. Rachel enters, grinning. To the Phoenix? I nod. To me. The city sparkles, endless possibility. I'm not the wife he betrayed, I'm Catherine, unstoppable. Tomorrow, I'll face Forbes, then the board, then the world. James wrote his ending, alone in a cell. I'm writing my future, boundless, bright. The champagne's crisp, the view perfect. This isn't revenge, it's power, earned, mine. I close my laptop, the office quiet. The ring catches the light, a lesson learned. James saw a prize, I was the hunter. His lies built my victory. Manhattan waits, and I'm ready, new deals, new dreams, new heights. The phoenix rises, and this time I soar alone, unstoppable, free.